Good morning there, football fans, and especially you Gooners out there. Have you got on over Thursday yet? Still a tough one in it to take, but circumstances. What I didn't pick up on my video, which I should have, was should Heung-min Son been sent off after 11 minutes? Elbow, straight in the face. Now, the consensus is, I should have put a poll out, around 90% said yes. And I think only 10% were Spurs fans that said, no, he shouldn't have. Actually, that's when Rob Holding initially goes yellow. Son got nothing, but if Son did the actual a worse foul. So I'm just getting that out there. It would have changed the whole game completely. And like I said, Spurs fans go, oh, but when Rob Holding was sent off, what was the score? Yeah, it was 1-0. What does that mean? We're well in the game. Anyway, it's gone. It's gone. We just got to move on. Move on. Newcastle next away. I'm going to bring you some good news today. Some really good news for out there, Gunners. Arsenal have signed a young man called Aaron Hickey. Now, you might not know his name, but this lad is ambidextrous. He is predominantly left-footed, but he can use his right foot. He's a fullback, an attacking fullback. He can score goals as well with his left and his right foot. He has been likened to Philipp Lahm. Remember him, the German legend? We picked him up for around 20 million quid. Around 20 million, which is a bit more than I thought at first. I thought it would be more like 12. I thought that was a bit cheap. But this lad's going to be class because big teams in Italy wanted him. Napoli wanted him. I think Juve were looking at him. Quite a few big teams in Italy wanted him. He's taken Serie A by storm. Signed by Bologna from Hearts in 2018. In them 3 years, he has, earned himself a move to one of the big six in the Premier League. So, well done him. And I'm excited because he would definitely get game time. I mean, I think Tierney being there has helped big time because, yes, you could say it was the manager and Edu and all that lot and Arsenal, whatever. But I think the fact that Kieran Tierney is Scottish teammate who he knows, of course they would have had a chat, of course they would have talked. And I think Tierney has had a big influence, shall we say. But great. And he plays in the same position. So, for Tierney to do that, it's amazing. He just wants Arsenal to improve, obviously. And this lad is seriously going to improve us. Yeah. We've also signed a winger called Marquinhos, about 2.5 mil. I think from Sao Paulo or somewhere like that. I have to look into that one. But the thing is, he's a future prospect. He's only cost a couple of mil, so if he turns out to be a dud, then he's a dud, isn't he? But Edu's got his contacts, mate. Look at Martinelli. He's just getting better and better as a football player. The goals have dried up, but as a footballer, he is getting better and better. And we've also apparently entered the race to sign Jonathan David as our new number 9. Whether this puts Gabriel Jesus' signature, I don't know. I mean, I want Jesus at the club, full stop. But Jesus and David would be fantastic. And Pepe looks like he's on his way to Porto. So we need a winger, man. Marquinhos ain't going to kick it in his first season, surely. He's not that good enough for 2.5 mil. I mean, that's a lot to ask for him. But yeah, here we go. The Hickey transfer. Back to Aaron Hickey. This is my most excited. This is the most excited I've been about a transfer in a long time, because I just know how good he is. I've watched him play. Arsenal Bologna have now reportedly agreed a deal that will see Aaron Hickey make the move to the Emirates. Mikel Arteta is a huge fan of the Scotsman, while the Italian club CEO travelled to London this week, reported, I can't pronounce that, Calcio Mercato, at a price has been agreed for the defender worth between 19 and 21 million, so about 20 mils, eh? And we do have a good relationship with Bologna. That's where we got Tomiyasu from. I'm sure we will let players go to Bologna out on loan, or maybe let them sign some of our players in the future. You know, you get good relationships with certain clubs, you know. This will be a huge boost to the Gunners, who have been eyeing up a new left-back despite arrival of Nuno Tavares. We all know about Tavares. He's hit and miss, isn't he? Now, going into Newcastle away tomorrow, wouldn't you rather have Hickey in your team than Tavares? Well, I know I certainly would. I wish he could come now, but he can't. That might determine whether we play Champions League or not. I can't say that. Can't say that. Nuno Tavares, who has failed to impress since joining Arsenal, have also beaten Napoli to the signing of Hickey, who has been tipped for stardom after a fine season in Serie A. The 19-year-old recently said, "I'm proud. I didn't expect it to go as well as it has done. I expected it to just try and come here and break into the first team, get appearances." Lucas Torreira, I mean, when are we ever going to get rid of this guy? Arsenal attempts to offload Lucas Torreira on a permanent basis have stalled due to the midfielder's salary demands. Well, probably that's the main reason, Lucas. Lower your wages and we'll let you go, mate. We're not just going to let you go for nothing. Well, no, it's his wage demands. Sorry. I think we'd let him go for real. He wants €4 million a season, a stumbling block for the Italian side, Fiorentina. And surely Fiorentina got a bit of extra cash after Dusan Vlahovic transfer. Yeah, we could, like I say, we could really do with selling this guy. There's enough loan period out now. I'd say to him, look, mate, you either come back to the club to play in our midfield, cover in our midfield, or you agree to be sold. As simple as that. I mean, his stats are pretty impressive. Apparently Newcastle were interested in Victor Osimhen. I think Newcastle are getting a little bit ahead of themselves, personally. I think they should be looking at slightly smaller targets, but, you know, money talks, doesn't it? Arsenal have drawn up a 4-man striker shortlist out of this year's summer, but reports in Italy have revealed that the Gunners have shown the most interest in Victor Osimhen. I think it'd be a brilliant signing for Arsenal. because of his pace. He's scarily fast. He really is fast. And, the players around him are fast as well. Saka, Martinelli, and new players coming in. I'd love a Jesus in there as well. We just have a really fresh attack. According to Sporta della Medites, Arteta's side will have to pay 85 million to secure his signature and prize him away from Napoli, although a number of other clubs will also be monitoring the situation. Osiman has been one of the stars of the season in Serie A and has scored 17 goals this campaign. The last time I checked, it only scored 5 goals. So he's added another 12. So yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. Pace, he scores goals. Osiman has been one of the stars. Yeah, read that bit. Gabriel Jesus latest. Now, this is the most interesting one for me. It could be one of the biggest summer stories of the window. Will Arsenal sign Jesus? City star faces an uncertain future of Pep on Erling Haaland's signature. City are holding out for a figure of 45 to 55 mark. As things says, Arsenal seem willing to meet their valuation. At just 25 years of age, he should the move go ahead, Jesus could be leading the line for the Gunners for the next half a decade. Well, up to his 30. If he signs a 5-year deal, say, he's 25 now, he'll be in his prime when his contract's coming to an end. Injuries, of course, providing he injury-free. I don't know his injury record, but he does seem like he's pretty fit most of the time. Arteta has already revealed that he is looking for, in terms of his ideal summer transfer in the coming months, to Sky Sports. He puts the ball in the net. That's the priority number one, goal threat. Any successful team needs a goal threat in the squad. Without it, you have nothing. And that's true. And one that I think we're all, as Gunners fans, done with now, Nicola Pepe. I mean, the guy, for me, so talented, so overpriced. That wasn't his fault. That was not his fault. 72 mil. I mean, he's a 32 mil player, 40 mil tops. So, I mean, that's the old Arsenal as far as I'm concerned. Mismanagement. Old Arsenal. They're putting Arteta in. We're trying to get it right. I think Arteta's going around. Apart from last season when he signed Willian, I think he learned from his mistakes quickly in the transfer market. That is another forward that could potentially be signed by Arsenal. The summer's Porto star Pepe. Oh, right. This isn't talking about Pepe. That's Pepe's got. Oh my God, we're looking at another player called Pepe. Sorry, I'm reading Arsenal. Oh my God, what a stupid idiot. Well, there's my thoughts on Nicolas Pepe. Anyway, he's got himself a new agent, by the way, so he'll be looking for clubs for him. But I know Seville are interested in him. As I can't pronounce that, per Correa de Mania. The Gunners are eyeing the Brazilian ahead of the summer, much like their move for David, though. There appears to be competition for his services, according to reports. Former man Patrick Vieira is aiming to take him to Crystal Palace. Well, if he has a choice between Palace and Arsenal, I don't think you got a chance, Patrick, of getting him. But let's put it that way. The race for Jonathan David. Well, it seems like potentially on his way to North London, the Canadian forward has been linked with a switch to Arsenal. Arteta is keen to bolster his forward options. However, there appears to be considerable competition, blah, blah, blah. West Ham, Villa, who's so interested in David. But West Ham definitely need a striker. Again, this is terrible mismanagement, letting Mavropanos go for next to nothing. 2.5 million. And he's now one of the highly rated centre backs in Bundesliga. I just don't get it. Anyway, oh yeah, Arthur Mello as well. He's come out the woodworks again. Apparently, Juve want Thomas Partey, and we're swapping for Mello. I don't think that's going to happen somehow. But I'd love to see Mello come in still, but as a backup to Partey. Rotation as well. But we're also linked with Tielemans. I mean, we can't sign all these players. We will need Champions League football. It might take 2 seasons if we don't get Champions League football to bring all these players in. And by then, some of them might have moved on elsewhere. But Arsenal are doing business early, and that's what I like. I'll just read out this one more. Jonathan David, Aaron Hickey, Arthur Mello have all been linked while Gabriel Jesus could be quite the purchase in the coming weeks. And the Gunners are already on the brink of confirming, we've signed some marquinhos. So stick around, join us at Twists and Turns. Okay. Well, fantastic news. We've signed Hickey. We've signed marquinhos. We're looking to sign Jesus. Man City have now put a figure out there between 45 and 55. So we'll probably meet halfway. It's probably going around 50 mil. For me, he's worth it. He's worth every penny. But we're going to need another defender. Well, no, he's not just signed defender. Saliba's back at the club. Let's just hope that whatever problem Arteta seemed to have with him, whether it was a problem or what, that's resolved now. Because he's world class. He really is. He's top class. He's top class. He's gonna be world class. By the way, he's in a French squad now. Just says it all, doesn't it? Look at him compared to Raphael Varane's season. I know I'd rather have in the team Saliba, not Varane. Hickey, for me, can play at right back. If Tierney's fit, Hickey can play at right back. So Hickey can be in the team all the time. It's just but Tomiyasu, of course. But Tomiyasu is a centre back as well. So we've got options. I'd like to see Saliba, not Gabriel or White out of the team, personally. Forget about that price tag, White's price tag. If he's good enough, he's better. He gets in the team for me. Anyway, this has been our Premier League transfer news, Arsenal special. And on with today's games. Right, let's have a look at today's games. midday. Southampton, Liverpool, that's because they're in the cup final. Leeds are bright. So the big one for Arsenal fans, could this be a banana skin for Tottenham? They got Burnley at home. I mean, Norwich away in the last game. Might as well just give them 3 points for that, haven't we? But they're fighting for their lives, Burnley. So even if they do get, Son and Kane have a field day, they will go down fighting. Anyway, that won't be an easy game for Tottenham. Burnley will fight, but I expect Tottenham to win. Leeds, Brighton. I have to say Brighton. Watford, Leicester, God knows. I'm going to go for a 1-0 Watford win. West Ham, Man City, 3-1 City. Wolves, Norwich, 2-0 Wolves. Everton, Brentford, I'm going for a 1-0 Everton win at home. Another big win. And finally, Monday Night Football, Newcastle, Arsenal. I'm going for, well, we have to win, don't we? Forget about Tottenham for a minute. I'm putting Tottenham have won the game. I'll go for 2-1 Arsenal, just about. I mean, Newcastle will probably score, but I just think we have to win the game. So, yeah, I'll go 2-1. Come on, Arsenal. Right. See you later, guys.